You're listening to the most diverse podcast, SE Spotlight.
All right, so let me talk to the fellas right quick, of course. And shout out to everyone who's looking at this podcast right now. Don't forget, guys, to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on all social medias, and check out the podcast that's available on all major podcast platforms. All right. So, growing up, I've always asked the question, why do women cry when they're being proposed to, or when they're proposed to by the significant other or the boyfriend? And I never understood why the emotions. And I'm thinking, okay, yes, you might be surprised, but aren't you supposed to be happy? And are those tears are all happy tears, right? But you know, it always bothered me as I look at the videos and social media and on YouTube and everywhere else. You know, that you've been in this relationship for such a long time and you've done everything with this man possibly, and all of a sudden he's telling you that, okay, I'm gonna make you my lady, I make you my woman for the rest of your life, or for the rest of our lives. And they're crying, like boo-boo crying, like just boo-boo crying, just, you know, just doing it. I'm just saying, okay. You know, some people take a while before they can respond as well. It's like you are in this relationship, and you know you're hoping that this is the end result of what's gonna happen. You know, you get to that, you know, that big step to finally, you know, tying the knot, as they say. And some people are so emotional about, you know, and walking away and all of this stuff, and I just never understood why all the emotions, especially coming from the ladies. And even now from the same-sex marriage, the same-sex proposals, you see the very same thing. I mean, two dudes are planning to get married, and you know, one proposed and the other one is doing the same thing. Like, okay, what the heck is happening here? I just don't understand. Okay, you've done it all with him or with her. You've done it, and you're still continuing to do it, whether they propose today or not, possibly. So what's up with that? And I just had to do this podcast today because, you know, those of you who are watching, just make sure you comment below. Why do you think people get so emotional? And this is a real question. This is something that I really and truly struggled with for years, trying to understand. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I did a little research and I asked a few people, and many people said different opinions, they said different things, but I want you guys to really comment on this podcast, on the comments wherever it's located here on the video, because again, I want people to see. And this is not something that a lot of people talk about. I really haven't seen much conversations about the emotions when people get proposed to. But here's what somebody says here on, I think it's on Google, is it? Yeah, someone says here on Google that when they got proposed to, they were excited but did not show any emotions. And the female mom says that maybe you don't love your now fiance as much. So the question is, if you don't show emotions, does that mean that you don't care? Or does that mean that you don't love the person as much? Does the crying really shows how much you love somebody? Does it justifies the true emotion, the true feelings, I should say, about why you're crying in situations like these? Again, I just don't understand. Those of you who just joined this podcast, welcome to the SE Spotlight podcast, where I'm having this great conversation about why do people get emotional when they're being proposed to, or when they're proposed to. All right, and I was reading something here, and it says here, and I'm trying to find the information. I think I lost it. It says here, the tears, or these are tears of relief. Yeah, it actually says these are tears of relief or relief. Yeah, I did not know. I mean, I never for 1 second thought that when you get emotional is because you finally said, yes, it's happening. Yes, I'm there. Yes, I'm getting it. Yes, this is always what I wanted, and not the jumping and clapping and celebrating and all this stuff, but the tears is really a sense of relief, and I guess it has to be happy tears, right? That's just what I'm assuming now, after I've already spent some time and try to break this down and try to find out exactly what it is. So it says here, these are tears of relief and joy that a man has taken the last step to show commitment to the relationship. Yeah, I mean, this is deep. I never even thought about googling that information. But it's also but it also went on to say that they're sending a message to the man that this is how you will cry for the rest of your life. So no, I gotta laugh. So you're being proposed to, right? And you share the emotions. Of course, you're happy and you're relieved that this is what you always wanted. But does it also mean, to the fellas who are watching right now, does it also mean that this tears that she's crying right now, maybe you made her wait too long? Possibly. So she's doing a demonstration as to how your ass is gonna be crying for the rest of your life. I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real. No, it's funny, but it's real talk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure many of you guys are going to appreciate this conversation, because again, how many people talk about why do we cry? Does any of you or do any of you guys, or does any couple for that reason go back, maybe look at the pictures, the videos after the proposal, and talk about maybe you laying down in the house, or maybe just one day just having a conversation and you're talking about, well, why did you cry when I proposed to you? You know what I'm saying? What does it mean? I don't recall having conversations about that. And it just sparked me to just do it here on the Ezzy Spotlight podcast, because I think sometimes you just have to ask the question. Are the tears are all happy tears, or is it some of it sad tears? Because some people just accept the proposal knowing the fact that they're not really happy, but because it creates a sense of security in a relationship, that's why they get married. That's why they accept the proposal in the first place. So is the tears all happy tears, or is the tears just, oh damn, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with that idiot? I'm just saying, what is it? Hopefully it's all happy tears. But again, this is exactly the reason why I'm talking about this, man, because it's just crazy when it does happen. It also says here some people will be genuinely happy, others will react impassively, and some may even be critical. Yeah, I'm gonna read this one more time. Some people will be genuinely happy, others will react impassively, and some may even be critical. Critical how? Why? Take a day to enjoy what happened, then tell close friends and family. Everyone else can find out when you're good and ready. Okay, I could see that. I mean, you want to be sure that this is the way you want to spend the rest of your life. This is with whom you want to spend the rest of your life. Which is, again, this is the end product of every relationship. Everybody hopes to be married. But there is so many different things that are happening right now outside where people are committing to different things, and a lot of people are not even committing to a proposal of a marriage. Some people are proposing to a long-lasting relationship as it is, because a lot of people also feel like if you get married, and it changes the dynamics of the relationship, and rather to be happy or to continue to be as happy as you are today in the relationship, rather than to put that till death do us part, or for better or for worse. And speaking about the better or for worse, I think I have a podcast coming up about that, or I think I probably had it posted already. People get misconstrued or misinterpret the better or for worse situations in the relationships or in marriages. As for me, I really personally feel like for better or for better, or for better or for best. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't really understand that some people actually do things to make your life miserable and expect you to stick around. Talking about, well, you see, for better or for worse. And if this is my worst moment, why you want to get away from the marriage? Bullshit. I'm just saying. Duh. So again, if you're just joining, man, the question is, those of you watching this, you can again comment below or top or wherever the comment section is, because different platforms have different comments, different places. But the question is, why do most women, or mostly women, get emotional, or why do they cry when they're proposed to by the boyfriend or girlfriend? Or why do guys cry when they get proposed to by the boyfriend? I gotta say it all this way right now, by the partners. Before I get myself in trouble, okay? But this is just what it is, man. Don't forget, guys, to make sure you follow me on all social medias at Ezzy Spotlight. And don't forget, this podcast is available on...
Ezzy Spotlight Podcast is available on iHeart, Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts.
And don't forget, if you are a hidden gem, I'm coming at you really soon, so make sure you follow to collect the information, because the hidden gems will be featured here. This is what exactly this platform is about, showcasing the hidden gems and more. And the more means if you have a product, service, whatever the case may be, and it's legal, it will be showcased here on the Ezzy Spotlight Podcast. All right, so make sure, don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, log on to the website at ezzyspotlight.com. Also, don't forget, guys, I am a DJ for those of you who don't know who I am. And of course, if you live in the metro Atlanta area, you can be entertained by yours truly as well. All right, but in the meantime, thank you for watching. Don't forget,
everyone has a story, but only the best are chosen on Ezzy Spotlight Podcast.
And
thank you for listening to Ezzy Spotlight Podcast. Follow us at Ezzy Spotlight. Spotlight.